Hello there, it's Hillary, and welcome back for another Creative Faith video. Today I'm going to be doing a full flip through of my planner from 2024, and I cannot believe 2024 is gone. It's wrapped up. We're on to the new year, and that just seems so wild. I feel like the year flew by. And anyways, I'm excited to share my full planner flip through from last year and hopefully give you some planner setup ideas, some layout ideas, some decorating ideas in this video. And if you want to see my 2025 planner setup video, I did post this a couple of days ago. So if you want to watch this and see which layout I picked, as well as some of the pages I have set up in the beginning, you can definitely go check out that video. I'll have it linked down below. And for all of 2024, this planner did live in this Moterm planner cover. I've had this several years now, and I take it from my home to my job at the church every single day, and it still looks pretty new. I really love this planner cover. It has tons of pockets and is just a really well-made cover and really great for storing and keeping your planner all nice. I store my pen in here, so I really love this cover. And if I mention any products or printables, I will have them linked in the description box below for you to check them out. So this is one of my Creative Faith planners. It's called the Good Things Take Time Planner. It is the A5 size. I love using A5 size planners. I think they are the perfect size. It is not too big, not too small. It's big enough to hold all my plans as well as hold some decorations, but it's not so big that it is cumbersome to carry around with me because I bring this everywhere with me. So I have this one, and the layout is the things to do layout. So inside, here's a blank page, but this is the layout from this year, this past year. And so it has 2 to-do list spots and then the week at the top. And so I would use this top part for events and activities, and then this bottom part I would use for my to-do list. And I really liked this layout, but I'm really excited to have a new layout to use in the new year as well. And my Creative Faith planners come bound, and then I take them to Office Depot. I have them cut off the spine and add a spiral. I add a plastic sheet on the front to protect the front cover, as well as this black piece on the back to protect the back cover. And I use this on the back because I put it into this Moterm planner cover, and so it is just nice that it's a little bit thicker for tucking in over here. And I do have a whole page on my Creative Faith website, and it has all of my planner products and printables. So it's a big overview page. So definitely go check that out if you love planning content. I have links to videos and different planners that I have on Amazon, different layouts. So that's a really great place to check out as well too if you love planning. And then I'm going to show you the beginning pages, and then I'm going to jump into July because I did do a mid-year flip through in the middle of the year. So I'm not going to flip through January through June. If you want to see those layouts, you can go check out that other video, which I'll have linked down below. And then another product that I use all the time are my Creative Faith pens. I use those in my planners and journals. It doesn't bleed through these pages. It writes very smoothly. If you have one of these pens and love it, comment below and let me know. And I just think they work so well. I'm really pleased with how those turned out. So those are my favorite planning pens. So let's jump in. This is the inside cover, which I just love decorating this. And go check out my other video if you want to see how I decorated it this year. But I love how this turned out with just these inspiring quotes and pictures. And this is the brown florals printable that I use to set up and decorate. And then I have this one, which is from my brown mugs, Traveler's Notebook pages. all my planners have intro pages where I walk through tons of ideas on how you can use the different pages in here. And I love my planners because it's a combination of dot grid pages, which you can customize, as well as pages that are already set up. So I used to use a bullet journal and I loved being able to really have a lot of creativity with it. But I didn't love drawing out all the little boxes for the monthly and weekly layouts. So with my Creative Faith planners, I already have the monthly and weekly layouts done, but there are dot grid pages sprinkled throughout where you can customize it and make it your own. So really great combination. This is my word of the year page. So my last year's word of the year was rejoice. And I used again that brown florals printable to set up this page, and really neat to just see and reflect on all God taught me about rejoicing in 2024. This was my little prayer board, goal board for the year with some of my own pictures as well as pictures that I find on Pinterest. And I just love how this turned out, and really neat to just see how all of these things are really representative of my year, of being outside more, of eating healthy, eating locally, spending time with my family, working out, being in the garden. Some things that didn't end up happening last year. We didn't end up getting pregnant, and that's okay too. I don't consider, I know some people are like, if I put it on my vision board, then it's going to happen. And I don't necessarily, it's all in God's hands, but a really great goal didn't happen, and that's okay. So, anyways, just wanted to mention that just because I put it on here doesn't mean I think like it is for sure going to happen. Because obviously some of these things didn't, but still neat to think about just the overview of the year. Next, we have my goals pages. And so just were some different things that I was working on in the year. I actually didn't end up filling this out until the end of the year before I filmed this video, but I was thinking back to January 2024 of what were my goals. This year, though, it is already set up in my new planner, so I definitely was more on top of it for this year. And then for my yearly tracker, I like to use this for tracking my period, and I actually have an app on my phone that I use. So I didn't actually fill out this page until again right before I started recording this video. So I went back through the app and did this little overview of my menstrual phase and my ovulatory phase, so I could just kind of see my period health over the year. And so this is a really great visual for kind of what happened with my cycle. So you could use this for a tracker for working out or for reading the Bible, and you could really see a great overview of your progress on one goal throughout the year. And I use it for a period tracker, and so I can again see a big year picture of what happened. Next, we have quarterly tasks. So there's quarterly tasks, monthly tasks, and weekly tasks. And again, I added these trackers in here so I wouldn't have to draw out all these little boxes in a bullet journal. And I use these for cleaning. So I use them for cleaning tasks. And in the new Creative Faith planners that I just released this year, I made the quarterly tracker have way more spots. So you can see there's way more lines here than there are here. So that was kind of a change that I made. But really great, really happy with the progress I made on cleaning in 2024. I think I do want to try and have a more kind of grace-based approach with myself too, though, because sometimes I can be like, I don't know, just kind of hard on myself for not keeping up on the cleaning tasks very well. But I know that I did better this year in 2024 than I did in 2023. And that's good. That's progress. I read a really phenomenal book this year called, let's see if I can get it. It's called I Didn't Do the Thing Today. I read this in January of 2025. I finished it, and I highly recommend this if you struggle with perfectionism and feeling like you never get everything done. It was a really great read to do in January. All right, then I have the birthdays page. So I keep track of our family birthdays here. And then you can see I did not use my future events page at all. I have been using my phone for those type of things that happen that I plan out way in advance, right? Like in November of 2025, there's a comedian that my family's going to go see. So that I just decided I'm going to use my phone. My husband and I have the same Google account so we can see the same tasks. So, anyways, I don't have a future events page in my new planner because I didn't use it. So, that's good though to acknowledge. A big goal of mine in 2024 was to be outside more. And I love the company 1,000 Hours Outside. They have a really great podcast. It's geared more towards like families with children, but I know the benefits of me being outside more are just as great as kids being outside more. Adults also need outside time. So my goal for the year was 500 hours instead of 1,000 because I work inside a building for 8 to 10 hours a day. I spend over an hour a day driving. And so I just knew 1,000 hours outside probably wasn't going to happen. But I'm really impressed that I made it to 461 hours. So I was very close to 500. And I've already been doing a way better job in 2025 than in 2024. So last year in 2024, I had 8 hours outside in January, and now I'm in 2025, I'm up to over 20 hours outside already, and the month isn't over yet. So, anyways, I highly encourage you to check out 1,000 Hours Outside. She has a ton of free trackers on our website. So, this was the one I did last year, and I printed the same one again to use this year. And I'm excited to spend more time outside in 2025. All right, next we have the monthly pages. So I'll just flip through the monthly titles for the first 6 months. And then we'll flip through the last 6 months. So how I like to set up these pages is I have a title page that I like to decorate. This is purely aesthetic, but I just love having a fun title page. And then next, there's the monthly layout. And so I use these to copy down events from my phone into my calendar. And so I have that. And then I have the bill tracker page. And this is a very important page in here. When I first got married, I was really struggling with remembering, like just with managing our home, our apartment when we first got married. And so I was kind of forgetting like when I paid bills and what I paid or what I hadn't still needed to pay. So I now have this page and I use this printable so much. And I am so thankful for this printable. It's basically like my financial checklist each month. And so when I pay it, I write it down and I write down when I paid it and the amount. And so it's a really great overview of our finances in our marriage. So I love my Creative Faith Bill Tracker printable. And then I also love writing a prayer for the month. So these are dot grid pages though, so you can customize them and make them your own. Maybe you don't want to do a prayer for a month or a bill tracker. You could do 1 line a day. You could use it for habit trackers. You could use it for gratitude. So lots of different ways to, again, make this your own. And then to the left of the title page, I use this is like kind of the ending of the month before, and I use it to print pictures from the month that ended. So those are super fun to look back on as like a little mini scrapbook of what happened in the year. So for July, I used a Pressed Florals printable, or not printable, sticker book from the Happy Planner. And then this July is a Creative Faith printable. as well as these rectangle ones. So I'll have, again, all the printables I use in the description box below. And the last half of the year was very interesting. A lot happened in the last half of the year, and it was very busy. And so I do have some more blank spreads because I was just kind of in survival mode and was just trying to kind of get through the week. So I don't always have every single spread filled out. And I love this one. I used a Squad Girl sticker book from the Happy Planner. And this one's called Bookish. And this is a seasonal Happy Planner one. And this one's called Tiny Florals. So oftentimes the left to-do list was a personal to-do list and the right to-do list was a creative faith to-do list. And then sometimes I would use the notes for like bills to pay or cleaning. So that's kind of how I liked to use this layout. Here's some July highlights. My husband got his US passport, and we had lots of family time. For August, I used another Squad Girls sticker book, and this is a Creative Faith printable. Here's the monthly layout. I love how this turned out with the water washi tape on the bottom with the tropical girls in swimsuits. It's just so summery and fun. And here's a little leopard or something in a lawn chair. So there's August. And yeah, I just love the summer, fun, bright summer spreads. It makes me excited for a new season because I'm filming this in the winter and I'm sort of getting ready for not winter. I'm ready for the next season. The Creative Faith planners are undated, and so you can see here I added the dates using these cute little flag stickers. Here's a fun gardening sticker book from the Happy Planner because in the summer it was a lot of time spent in the garden. And then here's a fun fall sticker book. So August was a lot more family time. We had a camping trip, a lot more time in the garden, and preparing for fall. So September I used the Leaves, Dancing Leaves printable from my Etsy shop and some Distress Oxide ink. I do have various Plan With Me videos from 2024. I have a whole playlist that I'll link below if you want to see that. And then I also added my autumn bucket list. So here, instead of a prayer for the month, I did a bucket list. So that's a fun way to customize your pages. And oftentimes I would make the first weekly page of the month match with the theme from the monthly setup. And I love Paperminty Studio. She has the cutest stickers and washi tape. And so you'll see a lot of her washi tape and stickers sprinkled throughout the last half of the year. This is a really cute sticker book from Hobby Lobby, actually, that I had never seen before. It has like mushrooms on the front. I can't remember the name of it, but it was a really fun one to play with. This was when we were visiting my husband's family in the Dominican Republic, so I did not bring my planner with me at that time. I used my digital planner on my iPad when we were there. And I still need to go back in and print some more pictures. Here's a few from our trip to the Dominican Republic, but I need to print some more pictures from September. But that was a full month. We had a big ranch revival event at church that I was coordinating, and then our trip to visit my husband's family on top of, it's just always a lot of work to prepare for a trip and go on a trip and pack for a trip. And then on top of our garden stuff, because our garden was really flourishing. So September was busy. Then October, I had my Floral Pumpkins printable, and I just love how this turned out, these spreads. I used a Tombow marker to make these little stars, and I don't know, I really love how this turned out. Prayer for October, and the little pumpkins on the bottom. And again, you can see this is the first week of the month, and I carried out that same floral pumpkin theme. And here's some Paper Minty Studio stickers and some Squad Girl stickers. And this week was a big fall festival event at our church that I was coordinating. And then the next day after fall festival was when my husband had his appendix removed, surprisingly. He powered through fall festival in excruciating pain to help his wife with this event. And then we ended up in the ER. So that was really wild and really kind of threw the next month and a half into a loop. But God is good and faithful. I used my Fall Florals printable with some Paper Minty Studio stickers, and I just love how this turned out. More cute fall spreads with lots of pumpkins and cozy fall girls. And here is October. Very busy. Here's fall festival, and my poor husband was in pain, surgery. My parents came to the hospital visiting friends, and the Fruit Loop. So very busy October. November, I have the Fall Florals printable. I love that one. And this spread turned out really, really cute. I just love the simplicity of the cute fall florals. These floral borders and corners printables I made, I have a fall one, a Christmas one, a pink, a blue, a purple. And I love them because it makes it so easy to decorate pages. All right, here's that mushroom sticker book from the Happy Planner again. That was really great for fall. Here's another Happy Planner, which one's this one's Homebody Seasons, an oldie but a goodie. Paper Minty Studio, this one was really bold, especially for me. And Squad Girls. And then we come to December. These were some cute pictures. Juan voting, my cousin's wedding. We made some yummy food. It was Creative Faith's 8th anniversary. This is from Thanksgiving. So that was fun. And then in December, I used a new printable that I made, the Attributes of God Christmas printable. And I have these really fun stamps that click together. So I used that in December a lot. You can see it up there too. And I loved how these pages came together with the mints and the stars, and then the stamp I used. For this page, I used my Christmas florals, and this is a notepad in the Creative Faith Etsy shop. And that Christmas florals printable again, it just looks so pretty. I love how that came together. And some Paper Minty Studio, cute little bow and the girl blowing snow. So really fun to decorate for Christmas and winter. For Christmas week, I have these little candles, and this is again from that Attributes of God Christmas printable. And then my Hello 2025 printable for the last week of the year. And this printable is currently 50% off right now. So then in the back, I have some additional spreads. You can see it's separated by this glitter edger. So I have books I've read and books to read and get. These are free printables in the Creative Faith Freebie Hub. So if you have not joined the Creative Faith Freebie Hub, I highly recommend it. There are over 50 free printables. And so I only read 3 books in 2024, which, I mean, I did read the Bible as well, the most important book, but I'm hoping to spend more time reading in 2025, which I've already finished a book. So, really excited about the reading progress I've made. My book choice in 2024 was a lot about fertility and childbirth, and I'm not pregnant, but I hope to be someday, and have been just enjoying learning more about all that. And Tired of Being Tired by Jess Connolly was a phenomenal book too. And here are some that I wanted to get and are kind of on my to read list. Then I have a personal wish list and then an online order tracker. So this is great to keep track of what did I order and did it arrive or not. And these are from, I have a printable in my Etsy shop that has like a bundle of like 5 to 10 different spread ideas like this. So again, you can customize these pages and make them your own, but I love that I don't have to draw little charts like this, and then I can just print it off, tape it into my planner, and I'm good to go. Then I have home projects to do. I didn't end up utilizing this spread very much because it was a very cute idea to make it look like a house, but it had such small spaces for the different rooms. So you'll see what I ended up doing in a few pages. And then I also had a wish list for our house, and I decorated it with some of these cute little die cuts. Then I have favorite songs from the year, so really love looking back on songs that I listened to over and over again. And then movies to watch. I didn't end up utilizing this page very much, but I've already filled out this page in my new planner with like 4 or 5 movies that came out at the end of 2024 that I didn't get to see. So, love that. And then when did I last? This page, I ended up making a page in here. So this way I can print it again and again and not have to draw the little lines. So these were 2 that I made for my new planner. Water filter replacement and when did I last? And then this, I had a financial thing on Post-it note that I took out. And then this is what I ended up doing instead, more towards the end of the year. I made a things to do at home and things to do outside list. So I ended up doing that in here too. Let's see if I can find it. And have already started kind of brainstorming projects to do in the new year in our house. So I liked this better than having, even though there's not very much here, but instead of having such a small little box. And oh, this was some prep I did before our trip to the DR. And then I love putting all my little washi scraps on this back page. And that's the flip through, my full 2024 planner flip through. And I hope this video gave you some ideas on how you can set up and decorate your planner for the year. I always love this time of year, seeing how people are setting up their new planners and seeing their full flip throughs of the planners they used. I think it's just so much fun, and I'm really excited to work more in my new planner and to do plan with me videos this year. So I'd love to know what was your favorite spread that I shared in this video. Which spread did you like the best, and what planner are you using in the new year? I'd love to know that too. Be sure to hit the subscribe button down below if you aren't already, as well as give this video a big thumbs up. You can check out all the resources I mentioned in the description box below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, friend!